Hello and welcome to Yoga Flow with Monica. I'm Monica and today we're gonna give some love to our shoulders. So we're gonna start off warming them up, then we're gonna work on the strength a little bit, and then we're gonna just finish off with some cool down stretches. So we're gonna start in seated. Just relax here. Inhale, exhale through the nose. You can always close the eyes if you wish. Couple more breaths, checking in already with your shoulders, how they feel, if they're rounding to the front. Try to pull them back. Inhale, exhale, twice more. Last time. Hopefully you feel a little bit more grounded, and we're gonna start. So first of all, we're gonna lift our shoulders up, back, and down. Observe how your spine feels. We're gonna do it twice more. So we're just lifting them up. Inhale, pull them back, and slowly release it down. Once more. Back and relax. You should feel quite a bit of chest opening. And your spine should feel as well quite comfortable. Inhale, exhale once more. Excellent. We're gonna bring the palms together now behind our back. Interlace the palms. If it's too hard, like if it's morning, for example, and you still feel a little bit tight, you can always just hook the fingers, okay, behind your back. Interlace the palms behind your back. I'm just gonna turn to the side and start bringing the shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades away from the front, and maybe bringing the palms away from your back as well. Stay here for 2 breaths. Don't overlock the shoulders. So elbows. So elbows are quite soft. Okay, so we're not super extended. Inhale and exhale once more. Excellent. Slowly release it. Observe how you feel. One more breath. We're gonna do it the same again, or you can actually grab the opposite elbows. Try to grab the opposite elbows behind your back. And again, puffing the chest maybe a little bit to the front and bringing shoulder blades back. Together, straight spine, shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Slowly releasing and relaxing for a second. Just come back to you. Inhale, exhale here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring the palms over our fingertips over the shoulders, and we're gonna start bringing the elbows in front of us and together. Then slowly with an inhale, lifting up, separating them on the very last moment, and then bringing them to the sides and back. Shoulder blades here come together, elbows looking down, and then again to the front, bring them together, lift them up, keep them together as long as you can, then separate them, bringing them back and down once more, and we're gonna change the sense. So inhaling when we lift, exhaling when we lower down. We're gonna reverse it now. So first elbows go back, so shoulder blades really come together, lifting elbows up as high as you can, and try to bring them together as soon as possible. Slowly releasing down, separating the elbows. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, releasing down once more. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Excellent. Relax here for a second. Inhale, exhale, and we're gonna transfer ourselves into all fours. So come onto all fours. Make sure your shoulders are above the wrists and knees below the hips. Spread your fingers wide. That always helps you to kind of have the better balance and take the pressure from your wrists. And when you're ready as well, the knees are more or less hip distance apart, okay? And shoulders Sorry, palms, shoulder, hips distance apart. When you're ready, we're gonna go through 5 cat and cow. So very slowly, with an inhale, start releasing the belly towards the floor, lifting the tailbone up and the crown of the head up. Exhaling, rounding the back. Shoulder blades separate. You should start feeling a nice stretch in the middle upper back. Inhaling, pushing the chest through, shoulder blades come together, shoulders away from the ears. Exhaling, tucking the belly in, maybe bringing the chin towards the chest. 3 more times. Inhale, slow inhales and exhales, don't rush. Exhale, round the back, try to reach the ceiling or the sky. Twice more. Inhaling, feel how shoulder blades come together. And with an exhale, shoulder blades separate and your spine rounds. Last time. Make the most intense. So inhale, really arch your back. Bring the shoulder blades together. Exhale, curve the back as much as you can. Try to lift yourself. Imagine that you kind of peel yourself from the mat. And come back to the center. Excellent. Stay with your knees where they are. We're just gonna walk the palms to the front a little bit, and we're gonna start melting the heart down. So very slowly start melting the heart down, keeping the hips above the knees if possible. If it's too intense, you can always bring the block underneath your forehead or just release the forehead to the floor. If it's enough, like if it doesn't feel too much, you can actually release your chin to the mat. That will intensify the stretch. And we're trying to sink our chest towards the floor. Puppy pose or heart melting pose. Stay here. Inhale and exhale. Try to relax, just 2 more. Really opening those shoulders. And then slowly start bringing your chest towards the front of the mat, releasing our hip bones to the floor and our legs to the floor, coming into Sphinx pose just for a second. Opening the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears and away from the front of the mat. Trying to bring the shoulder blades together, legs are active. Elbows underneath the shoulders. If it's too much on your lower spine, you can always bring the elbows tiny bit forward, okay? Stay here, keep breathing. 1 more. Excellent. What we're gonna do, we're gonna tuck the toes, we're gonna bring the palms more or less where the elbows were, and then we're gonna peel ourselves away from the mat and lift into the downward dog. If it's first downward dog of the day, I highly suggest keeping the knees gently bent. Inhale, exhale, trying to lift the tailbone as high as we can. 2 more breaths here. You can walk your dog if you wish. You can bend one knee and then really stretch out the opposite leg and switch. You can do it a couple of times if you wish, or stay still. Work with what works best for your body, okay? Excellent. We're gonna go into plank pose, and then we're gonna be back to the downward dog. So it's kind of rotating our muscles. Move slowly and observe if you feel any pain. If you feel any pain, I would suggest you just stay in downward dog, okay? So for people who have a little bit weaker shoulders, or if you have any injuries in your shoulders, I wouldn't suggest you going from plank to downward dog, okay? So when you're ready, start rounding the back and coming into the plank pose. Stay here for 1 breath. And then slowly lifting the hips up, pushing away into your palms, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Again, rounding the back like in the angry cat. Coming into the plank pose. Make sure that the spine is straight and everything is in line. Exhaling, slowly lifting the hips up. Downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Again, last time, rounding the back. Coming into plank. Shoulders are strong, core is engaged. And we slowly gonna lift back again into downward dog. And just stay here for 3 more breaths. So this is an excellent pose actually to stretch out your shoulders as well and release all the tension in your back. Remember, shoulders away from the ears, legs are hip distance apart, palms more or less shoulder distance apart. You're trying to lift first your body, like your upper body, your spine towards the ceiling, and then maybe stretch out the legs, but they don't have to be perfectly straight, neither you have to touch the ground with your heels. Start bending into the knees, releasing the knees to the floor, bringing the big toes together and relaxing the hips to your heels, letting the forehead release on the ground, coming into child's pose just for 2 breaths here. 1 more. Deep inhale, filling your lungs and belly, and exhale everything. Excellent. We're gonna come into forearm plank. So we're gonna release our forearms to the floor, shoulders above the elbows, and we're gonna extend the legs. We're gonna stay here for 3 breaths. Try to find that nice line. Engage your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Release your belly and thighs to the floor. Relax for a second. And we're gonna lift ourselves again. So lift yourself up. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna try and puff the chest. So kind of almost like trying to come into a cat position again. So really like push through our elbows, kind of our back rounds up. And then relax, kind of collapse into shoulders. And then again, lift yourself up, engage the shoulders, pushing through elbows, and collapsing for a second. Do it slowly, don't rush. Once more. Really push into the elbows, trying to lift your upper body as high as you can. And then relax, release the thighs to the floor, untuck the toes, and open the arms, coming into Sphinx pose. And stay here, keep breathing. And that motion which we just did is actually kind of, it could show you how much strength you actually have in your shoulders. Many people think that, oh, I'm not strong enough. But in reality, if you really engage and you kind of round the back and you push through the elbows, you can feel that you really have a lot of strength in your upper body. Because many people collapses, as we did as well. Now, if you collapse in your shoulders, you won't be able to do, crow poses or headstands. But in reality, if you really engage all the upper body and you're mindful of that, you'll be surprised how much strength you have within you. Okay, 1 more breath here. Then release your chest to the floor, bring the palms next to you, tuck the toes, start pushing yourself away and lifting into downward dog. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Release your knees to the floor, bring your forearms again, interlace the fingers, and make sure again that elbows are below the shoulders. We're gonna lift our hips up and imagine that you're coming into downward dog but with the forearms. So we're still trying to lift the tailbone as high as we can, and then maybe walk the legs a little bit closer. This is a really challenging position, and I know that you might find it difficult, but again, check in, make sure that you're not just collapsed in your shoulders. Push in the elbows, feel how your upper body lifts, shoulders engaged as well, away from the ears. And we're gonna stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, engaging abdominal muscles. Really feel the strength and power traveling through the body. Just 1 more breath. And then slowly release your knees to the ground and tuck the toes, relax in the child's pose. Inhale, exhale, 1 more. Excellent. We're gonna slowly lift ourselves up. We're gonna bring the legs to one side and we're gonna lay down. So we're relaxing now. Slowly release your back to the floor. Keep your knees bent for now. Inhale and exhale. Relax everything. Observe how your shoulders feel. And what we're gonna do now, we actually cross the right leg above the left, and you can stay here, or you can cross the second time, so coming into eagle legs. And same with arms, we're gonna bring the left elbow above the right and bend it once, and then you can cross it second time, okay? So we're coming into eagle arms and legs, but lying. So you can stay here, already engaging the abdominal muscles, relaxing. If you wish, you can actually lift your knees towards the elbows and then slowly releasing down. Check in with your lower spine, you know, that it's not overarching. If it is, just stay here, okay? If not, you can do 4 more times. Lifting yourself up with an exhale, inhaling, releasing down. Exhale, inhale, releasing down. 2 more. Working on our abdominals. Releasing down. Last time. Release it down. Relax the legs and the arms. Inhale, exhale, and we're gonna repeat the same on the other side. So now crossing over the left leg above, and then you can cross the left foot around the right ankle if you wish. And then you keep the legs up. And then open the arms, bringing the right elbow above the left this time. Bending and then crossing second time if it's comfortable for you. Checking in that the elbows above the shoulders. And you can stay here. Or you can round it. Bring the elbows towards the knees. Relax down. 4 more times. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. 3 more times. Inhale. Come into little ball. Engage abdominals. Relax. Last time. And then slowly start releasing, unwinding the legs and arms. Relax here. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. We're gonna bring the arms next to our body. We're gonna start engaging the legs and pushing into the heels, slowly lifting the hips away from the floor. So the glutes are lifting away from the floor, hips towards the ceiling. Observe how you feel, bridge pose, and then slowly releasing down. Now, if you wish, without lifting too high, you can actually implement the arms as well. So when you inhale, you lift the glutes away from the floor and lifting the arms up and maybe even over. Really stretching through the front of your body, and then exhaling, slowly releasing down, making sure that the knees are in line with the hip bones. 2 more times. Inhale, you can lift the arms or not, really up to you. And slowly releasing down. Last time. Inhale up. And then exhale down. Relax for a second here. Bring the knees into the chest, hug yourself. You can go from side to side if you wish. And then we're gonna come into seated. So cross the legs, maybe find the moment and come into seated. Come into seated, cross the legs, or if it's too much, you can always kneel, so sit on your heels, whatever feels comfortable for you. Inhale, exhale, one more. We're gonna do a big circles with the arms, so lifting the arms forward, up and down, twice more, slowly movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Last time this way, and we're gonna change. Excellent. Then start bringing the arms back, up and down, back. Inhaling up and down. Last time, back, up and down. Bring the right arm up, bend into the elbows, releasing the palm between your shoulder blades, and bring the left palm over the elbow, over the right elbow, and just relax here, making sure that you're not collapsing your chin towards the chest. One more breath. Excellent. Slowly extending the right leg, right arm, bringing it across, and then applying a gentle pressure into your tricep with your left palm. Inhale, exhale, two more. Shoulders is not creeping up towards the ears, okay, it's relaxed. Excellent, relax, and we're gonna repeat the same on another side. So first left arm towards the ceiling, bending into the elbow, bringing the right palm over that left elbow. 3 breaths here. One more. And then slowly unwind and bring that left arm across. Bring the right palm over your left tricep and push it into you, but make sure the shoulder blades doesn't creep up. Relax and breathe. 2 more. Last one. And relax. We're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths. If you prefer to lay down in Shavasana, feel free to do that. Otherwise, just stay here. We're gonna take 3 very deep inhales and we're gonna exhale through the mouth. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling out loud. Releasing all the tension, twice more. Inhale, exhale. Excellent. Bring the palms together in front of the heart, and we're gonna seal this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this mini practice on shoulders. As I mentioned, when we were collapsing in the shoulders and actually activating the shoulders and pushing through the elbows or palms, it really can show you how much strength, which you didn't know that you have in the shoulders. So yeah, as always, if you have any questions or requests, just drop them under the video and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you so much for joining again. Bye.